Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to SMM Connect and Training Magazine Network. Today's session is entitled 11 LinkedIn Tips for Sales Professionals, and our presenter today is Brynne Tillman. Brynne is the LinkedIn Whisperer and CEO of Social Sales Link for over a decade. She's been teaching entrepreneurs, sales teams, and business leaders how to leverage LinkedIn for social selling, and I can't wait to hear this session. I'm your producer, Roger Reitzel. We're glad you're here, and we hope you can join us for some more opportunities that we have coming up. On the 25th of September, we have extraordinary sales results with training that really works. On the 25th, we also have how to attract and sustain your audience's attention. On the 26th, harness AI's power to create effective prospecting emails. And we also have two more sessions with Brynne. We have October 17th, leveraging LinkedIn events to engage prospects. On the November 21st, mastering social selling to drive customer loyalty and repeat business. And folks, if you're not already a part of us, please join us on X at SMM Connect Us. All right. So, and sales marketing, management focus reports. These are topics your counterparts are thinking and talking about. So please subscribe today. And with that, we will turn it over right now to Brynne Tillman for 11 LinkedIn tips for sales professionals. Brynne, happy to have you here.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I am one slide already behind because I was when I shouldn't have been. Hello, and welcome. We are talking about 11 LinkedIn tips for sales professionals. Now, I want to start by saying there are so many tips. There are so many things that we need to be doing on LinkedIn, but we've pulled out 11 that are absolutely essential if you are using LinkedIn from a sales perspective. I am Brynne Tillman. I welcome you to join our free library. If you go to socialsaleslink.com/membership or scan the QR code, you'll have access to tons and tons of value, ebooks, podcasts, all kinds of fun things. So if you like today, you'll get even more beyond this. So let's first talk about what really is social selling. What is LinkedIn for sales, right? It's about being a resource, sharing insights, building trust and rapport, understanding that the sales will come when the time is right. It's vital that we detach from what our buyer is worth to us and attach to what we are worth to our buyer. This is absolutely foundational in everything we do. I have a friend, Alex Berg, who talks about client lifetime value. And in conversation with him, we've really come up with vendor lifetime value, right? And so we really want to think about how are we earning that right? What are we doing to make sure that our clients see us as the vendor for life, right? Really important. So the way that we do that is that we add value and we earn the right to have the conversation. While there are many LinkedIn activities, as I mentioned, here are the 11 that we think are essential. So the first one is to convert your profile from a resume to a resource. We often create our profiles based on LinkedIn's recommendation. And because LinkedIn at its core is a job seeking and recruiting tool, and that's what it was for many years, way before LinkedIn even noticed that they were a sales tool or a marketing tool. They came up with this profile, really template that mimics generally the typical resume. So when people fill it out, their headline is their role in their company name. Their about section is all about their mission, their passion, their their vision for the future, right? And everything kind of mimics back to that resume that is designed to help them find a job. But as a salesperson, this is dangerous. As someone in a business development role, if we are talking about our wins, our great negotiating skills, we've won President's Club 3 times in a row, all of a sudden, we are actually creating a culture of repelling our buyers. No buyer wants to work with the best salesperson on the team. They want someone who they can negotiate with. They don't want to feel like you're going to challenge them. Even if we are that person, ultimately what we want them to experience is that we are a thought leader, that we are the subject matter experts, that we are bringing incredible value starting with our profile. So instead of telling them how we can help them, use your profile to actually help them. So there are a few areas you want to focus on. You have your headline. Your headline should resonate with them. Who do you work with? How do you work with them? How do you help them in the results that you bring? And that headline needs to be positioned like the headline of a newspaper. What's the goal of that? Is to get you to want to keep reading. So that headline is really important. The second important area is your about section. So instead of that mission, vision, passion, let's talk about the challenges our buyers face. Offer insights, relevant value, and tips that start to get them thinking differently about the way they're doing things. And so this is how we earn the right to now talk a little bit about how we can help them and a call to action. If you're exploring ways to better do this, or if you're worried that this is happening in your organization, let's chat. Whether or not we decide to do business together, a call will be well worth your time. I promise I'll bring a lot of value to this conversation, even if we don't work together. And then your email, your phone number, a calendar link. So when we start to think about the about section more like a blog post where we're bringing them value, we're incrementally earning the right to get that conversation. The next area to focus on is your featured section. This is the scroll stopper. Add your content here. If you have polls that are out there, you can add them to your featured section. If you've got content that leads back to your solution, that featured section is phenomenal for driving traffic to content. The other beta section, it's in beta, is the services section. This is the opportunity to talk about your solutions, and it positions you in a way that when people are enjoying your content or they're hanging out on your profile, they now have the opportunity to request a proposal. Your experience, last thing I'll talk about. Oh no, not the last thing. I have two more things. Your experience should be about their experience with you. But start with your story, your why. I recommend jump into ChatGPT or your preferred large language model and put this in. Act like Simon Sinek. If you don't know who Simon Sinek is, go Google it and watch his why video. So act like Simon Sinek. Ask me all the questions you need for me to articulate my why. And then please give me my why statement. And that's it. And it's going to ask you questions, and then you're going to get your why. Your why. And as you answer this, I recommend in this case that you're building out your why for business. Then you talk about how you help your clients, and then you can talk about your company and the solutions. Two more quick things. One is your skills. Build out your skills and add skills primarily to different roles. This will help in your search engine optimization. And the third thing, or not the third thing, the last thing is recommendations. Make sure